think we're finally alive. Yes, we're finally alive. Yeah, we're finally alive. I'm telling you, man. It's always something, man. It's always something. Today's been a little stressful too. It's like yesterday. I kid you not. I was driving around. I was running some errands, right? And I noticed that my tire had a bubble in it. So I was just like, okay, I got to get that done. I'm gonna get it done. Um, I was actually planning on getting it done later on that day because I had discovered the bubble like not that long before, and I was driving back home from an errand, like literally getting ready to go pick up money to go get my tire fixed, and it burst and it left me just like left me out in the middle of nowhere. And then to make it worse, my spare was flat. My spare was completely destroyed. It was a whole ordeal yesterday. So just like this on top of like all the like issues I'm trying to have on my computer and stuff like that, it's stressful. Hmm. But yesterday was actually just like and just like I can't even really get mad about yesterday because I was just like I stepped out of my car and like looked at it and I was just like, yeah, that sounds about right for the for what I was enduring. What the heck? Oh, bag of 200 tech fragments. Okay, and that's for. Oh, all right. So I don't know why I have that then. National Nightlife isn't back yet, so we don't have to worry about anything with that. Okay. Here's the crazy thing. I'm actually at the point now where I am forgetting how to gear. Oh, hey, buddy. Hi, Doc. Hi, Doc. Hi, Doc. Are you begging for attention, buddy? Go on. Out. Come on. Out. I can't deal with you right now, buddy, but I love you. Okay, so it's bounty week right now. So wait, hold on, wait. Because I haven't done bounty weekend forever. So I have no idea what the rewards are. Yes, buddy, I see you with your toy. I see you. We're gonna go for a walk later, okay? Wait, what are actually the rewards for bounty week right now? Because I know I'm gonna get distracted on the way to do heroics. I know I'm gonna get distracted. I'm like, I always get distracted, so it never fails. Wait, where am I going? Cartel Bazaar. I'm going the wrong direction, of course. You know what's crazy? So, like, I think, like, here's the crazy thing. I think there should be a PvP component to Bounty Week for PvPers. I don't know exactly how I would do that, but I don't know exactly how I would do that, but like I think like a voluntary opt-in, opt-out, opt-in, opt-out PvP bounty week thing would be freaking sick. What are you doing? Do you want me to throw it? No, I think a PvP component to Bounty Week would actually be fun because PvPers like to ruin people's days, and as long as we can, like, so, Doc, I can't right now. As long, like, here's the thing. So, like, PvPers become a problem when they don't have outlets for their PvP tendencies. Then they start taking out on the rest of the player base. So, my thing is I don't like PvP. I've never really been a PvP enjoyer. So, Doc, out. Out. Go on, take it. I've never been a PvP enjoyer, but I do believe that PvP players have a place in games like SWTOR. So what my solution is, you always have to give them a place to put their PvP tendencies, or else the rest of the player base suffers. So as long as you, like, I think there should be a lot of events that have PvP focuses so that PvPers can always get something out of it. So, like, if there was a way for a thing for a way for people to like opt in to get like bounties put on them and then be hunted down by other PvPers, and you get rewarded for surviving the bounty, and then they get rewarded if they capture you, that would be awesome. I think that would be so incredibly great. All right. What do we got here? Narshada heroics. All right. Let's do Narshada heroics. I need to do heroics because I'm running low on credits, and that's never like a good feeling. And I haven't done any work to replenish my credits because I don't want to down grinding for credits too badly, but everyone knows grinding for credits isn't like the best thing in the world. One second. There we go. All right, sweet. Stop. Breadface is a SWTOR simp. Dude, I have been... Boomy, I've been a SWTOR simp since 2008, my guy. So, yes. Yes, indeed, I am. I absolutely am. Like, should I bring out my pirate hubby? Nah, I don't want to bring out my pirate hubby. Where is a companion that I have not actually brought out in a minute? I think I used to like that Whiffid guy. He's one of my favorites. Jackie Simp? Okay, that's too far. Listen, I like a bit of fried rice myself, but not that much. Like, listen, a good good order of fried rice will take you a long way, man. I don't like it that much. What are you doing, man? It's the middle of the day. I thought you were an actually working, contributing member of society. What do you do? What are you doing actually on the internet in the middle of the day? You're off today? Oh, okay, all right, yeah, all right. I'll give you a pass today. It's hard being a contributing member of society, man. If I like, and trust me, if I wasn't out with a work injury, I'd be out being a nice contributing member too. But you know, little victories. That's one reason I like to be able to do content, man, is because I'm not working right now, but I'm still getting paid. So. I'm always like, it's happened like in the past. Oh gosh, in the past like 6 years. 6 years I've been out on like workman's comp because I've gotten hurt on the job. I got hurt on the job doing door-to-door sales, man. So Akami, absolutely, dude. Except like, dude, I'm telling you this. I'm telling you this right now. Like. The only time Kamiya's get a pass is just like, hey, I would really like to not work and still get paid. And I'm just like, based. Not how the world works, but based. Thanks, man. Like, but now, so like, since I'm not working, all I get to do is stay home, think of content ideas, fulfill content ideas, do some work on my German Shepherd, and enjoy my wife's cooking. That's what I get. That's what I get to do all the time, Boomy. It's kind of great. I can see, I can see why people don't like working, man. Wife's cooking. Listen. My wife makes very good food. And she makes really good tacos. Like these ones right here. She makes really good tacos. Any opportunity. So how about that 7.9 delay, dude? We should have known it was coming. Have a good stream. Hey, have a good day, man. Thank you. Oh, wow. July. That would be a heck of a delay. Like, I keep telling everyone, if they would just be as transparent as they possibly could, it would not be anywhere near as bad. All they have to do is actually communicate with us. That'd be fantastic. Just be like, hey, this one's gonna need a little bit longer in the oven, way before way before we actually thought it would. Way longer than we actually thought it would. What is the bonus mission? What is the bonus mission? Oh yeah. Wait, is this one? I forgot about these guys that stun you so much. All right. So wait, okay. So I have a theory as to why we're going to Ryloth. I think I'm gonna call it right now that we're going to get to Null's machine, they're gonna rebuild it, and we're gonna activate it, and then we're going to stop it, but not before it has a chance to do whatever it's supposed to do to the rest of the galaxy on Ryloth. And it makes sense with Ryloth because I assume that Rakan and Sahar are probably going to be back together, and they're probably going to be like, oh, it's probably going to get aimed at their planet because they're both Twi'leks. So they're going. So it's going to be like, oh, our home and our people. We're going to need to. We want to do some stuff with them, and I guarantee they're going to be pulling a lot of inspirational things, inspiration for that kind of stuff on like they're gonna pull a lot of that from Clone Wars, because like in Clone Wars that's when we really got like a peek at what Twi'lek culture is like actually like. So I guarantee they're gonna be pulling a little bit from that to like kind of like give Ryloth a little bit of like culture and stuff like that. Which I don't think is a bad thing, because we got a good peek at it in Clone Wars, and we got a good peek at it in Rebels, and this is actually like a span of time in like the galactic time where the only thing we really know about Ryloth is that they joined the Republic, they have representatives in the Senate, and they're involved and Ryloth is involved in the slave trade. There are people on the planet, like actual other Twi'leks, who are involved in the slave trade, and the Hutts are involved. So this is a lot. They could do a lot of it. They could do a lot with it, but I guarantee that that's probably what's going to happen with the end of 7.9. Null's machine is going to hit Ryloth. And the only reason I'm so gung ho about it is I was right about the Rakata mine trap. I was like, Null's inside that thing, and I was right. I was 100% right. I was not expecting the boss fight, but I was 100% right that Null was inside of that thing. I'm not a sage, but I do be spitting. And if I'm wrong, I'll absolutely take that L. Okay, so unironically, so I was thinking about this because I was going back and looking at one of my other videos. So like I remember when the first time, like when we heard that they were separating classes from stories, I was like, okay, their only reason they would put so much effort into doing this is if they were working on another spec or another class. Sahara was in the machine right during the cinematic. She was focused on her brother. So did she awaken his force powers? I think yeah. I think so too. That makes the most sense. Either she awakened his force powers, or that's gonna happen later. But no, what is it? I remember back when we first got the news that they were separating origin stories from like actual like gameplay. I was like, they're working on a class internally. They're working on another class internally. I think that's like, I know we didn't get it within the time that I was like, oh, I guarantee within like a year. I was totally wrong about that. I still think that it's being developed, and they're just taking a long time because their team is smaller. I would put an under 10% chance that at the 8.0 live stream they're going to talk about another class. I think we're going to get details about we're going to get a few details about the raid, about the new 8-man operation. We're going to get information about the new operation, and I think there is a non-zero chance, a non-zero chance that we get mention of a new class. Over Cybercon force pull a data pad later force grab later Sahara and holds her in suspension. Yes, indeed, we did see that. Yeah. So those are my predictions for an 8.0 live stream. New class, hell yeah, dude! Like, yeah, imagine it would go hard. Off dot. It would go hard, and I seriously think there is there's a non-zero chance that we get the announcement of one. It would be like, I think it's completely within the realm of possibility. And think about it is like if we didn't get one for 7 okay, so I know that we didn't get one for 7.0 because there was no way they were going to cook up one that quickly. It's been 5 years. It's been 5 years. I would not be shocked if they had finally been off, Doc. I wish you guys could see this. Doc, here. You want your toy? He wants his toy. Oh, you can't see it because it's green. But yeah, like I seriously think there's a non-zero chance we get one. A new class on top of everything else does seem perhaps too much to ask for. I want it to be true. Yeah, I know. Yeah, like it does seem too much to ask for. I'm not gonna lie. Like it does feel like a lot. And is it mad cope? Yes, it is mad cope. It is me being so incredibly hopeful to the max. I want to believe. Doc out. Out. My dog is demanding attention. Is he just wanted me to throw it? Yes, it is. It's like I just honestly think that it's just a non-zero chance. I think there is a real chance that happens. But like, who knows, man? Like, I really wish there was like I really wish there was like it can Sam. Do you have anyone in that studio who is willing to leak you things? Do you think like it's like can you? Is there anything you can tell us? Please, Sam. Are there leakers? Unironically, I would love to have a source in that studio just to know what the heck is going on. I just want to know. I most likely like if I were to get someone inside that studio who was like, oh yeah, okay, I'll tell you anything, and like I would not anymore. Oh no, I would be like, I'm not gonna talk about this to anyone. Off, Doc. I'm not gonna talk about this to anyone. I'm not gonna make a video. I'm not gonna do anything. I just it's like I just want to know so that I can convey hope to the community. I don't want to be the guy that's known for like leaking stuff. I like it's like I want the people at the studio to know that me as a me as a content creator is willing to tell them the truth, but is also honest and willing to like keep information that they decide to divulge to me. I would not go around blabbing to anyone. I wouldn't even tell my close friends. I tell my wife, but my wife doesn't talk to anyone. So there's no reason for her to go and talk to anyone. It's like and think about it is like if someone was like legitimately testing me, trust me with that kind of information, I might not even tell her. Just as a way to hold on to like that level of trust. Tell you the truth, they would hate you. Oh no, I bet they would. I seriously don't doubt that. Like, here's the thing. Like, you want to something crazy? They hate me and like outside of like some of the crazy story stuff, outside of some of the interesting decisions they've made story wise, it has been. I think the story has been pretty okay. Like if someone were to ask, "Hey, Birdface, what's your honest take on 7.0?" I was like, the story updates are too short. There's some things we haven't answered, but in all honesty, I've been enjoying them, even with the issues. I think Ashley Roll is doing an okay job. Unironically, like if someone were to ask me, what do you think of Ashley Roll as narrative designer for SWTOR? I'd be like, she's doing okay. She's not exactly glowing. It's not exactly 7 point. It's not exactly 1.0. It's not exactly Shadow of Revan. 7.0 is nowhere near like I know shock face. But here's the thing. My thing isn't that she's doing amazing. She's doing okay. She can be doing a lot better. I'm not like, it's not like I'm not getting a Last Jedi acolyte rage vibe from the SWTOR storylines. That's my honest take. It's like, and see, think about it. It's like, am I like, is there possible things that I'm not considering when in regards to this? Definitely. There's definitely some things I'm not considering. There's definitely probably some things I'm not considering, taking consideration. I have a massive problem with that sometimes, but my honest vibe is I feel okay. I would very and I think a lot of it is probably a lot of the reason why I walked out of Mandalorian and Grogu feeling like it was like at least a 2.5. Like I tell people, like I've been telling people for the past few days, like Mandalorian and Grogu 2.5. Not great, not terrible, but not good either. I think Ashley has decent intentions, but I think she needs someone else to help her on the narrative team. It's like she needs someone else to look at her and be like, to look at her and like tell her to plan out the net and plan out the everything that's going to be happening in 8.0 on a sheet. Okay, want me like? Do you want me to tell you one thing? The one thing that I am giving Mandalorian and Grogu credit for? It's a slight spoiler, not a real spoiler, but like a slight one. Yeah, just bring Charles back. Yeah. Like, do you want like? There is one thing that this movie did really good, and one thing that was just like, oh my god, wait, what? They're acknowledging its existence. I was not expecting that because that was purely an EU thing. We get to see Nal Hutta for the first time on like the big screen, and we get to see Nar Shaddaa. Like, that was like hearing them say Nal Hutta out loud made me go, what? It was really cool. Y'all are actually got me so distracted that I'm actually dying. Yeah, see, look, I'm so distracted. I'm not paying attention at all. That's the only way I can die in this game is if I completely get distracted. This never happens. I think it's the first time I think this is for like the second or third time I've died in like the past year playing this game. Okay. Yeah. It was it's crazy because when they said Nal Hutta, I was expecting it to look more like SWTOR. I actually like I had a moment where I was watching that and I was like, I'm like, Toboro would be mad. Toboro and Karaka would be disappointed in the way the Hutts are now. And I think the movie implied, I'm pretty sure, the movie implied that the only Hutts, the Hutts that we're seeing, are all that's left of the cartel. So if what happened in the movie, I think happened, could have some crazy implications for the galaxy. It's definitely interesting to think about. What I want, I want someone inside Lucasfilm, one of these companies working on a Star Wars game, has to remember what it was like for us in 2005, 2006. I really want someone inside one of these studios to just channel
like channel early to mid 2000s like Lucasfilm. For the love of God, it can't be that hard. Like it's like, am I expecting too much? Am I expecting too much for them to channel to channel a time when Star Wars was just like everywhere, where every Star Wars game was like either mid or a banger. Excuse me. Oh gosh, I did not get much sleep last night. That's a problem. Well, like I went to go see it with like a group of friends, or like there was a bunch of people, there was a bunch of friends there, and like I had I must have had the look of someone who knew way too much about Star Wars, because I swear everyone was like people wanted to, they were asking me questions. It was just funny. I even said out loud a couple times, listen, I know too much. You don't want to hear what I have to say. One of my friends even dropped the fact that I play and like stream Star Wars: The Old Republic, and everyone was just like, "What? Like, there's a Star Wars game, and there's a Star Wars like online game?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's been a thing since like 2011, and I've been playing it since then." And they were like, "What?" And I was just like, "Yeah, this is what happens when you move back home. You move away from where you grew up, and then you come back 13 years later." Because like all my other close friends knew, but like this was like a group of people that hadn't seen me in like years. God dang it! I could have interrupted that. Oh god. Yeah. Man, these yawns are actually kind of crazy. I want them to bring back like heroic fours, dude.
I've been asked.
Gotta farm dark side points.
Are you? You're weak and a fool. You are one.
I'll save you next week. I'll save you next week. And they're just stuck in permanent NPC hell. Perpetual NPC death hell. No, I guarantee that's what's gonna happen though. We're gonna get to Karshi. Get to Karshi. Oh my god, hiccups. We're gonna get to Karshion. We're gonna stop them. They're gonna activate the machine for a little bit, and it's going to hit Ryloth. And then we're gonna turn it off. Now here's a real question. Do we think Malgus is going to die at the end of 8.0? My answer, I think there's a 50-50 shot they kill Malgus at the end of this update. If they kill Malgus, though, people are going to be so mad. But here's the thing. I don't know what they would do with him. Make him the Emperor? If Malgus becomes the Emperor, that would be a crazy come up for him. But I also don't think it's I don't think it's a high likelihood that that is going to happen. I think it is a very low likelihood that Malgus becomes like Sith Emperor. As much as I would love that, I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's probably going to. I think what's going to happen is it's probably what it's probably going to come down to like our decision as players as to who's going to be in charge after this. I think legitimately, I think it's going. I think it seriously is going to be left up to us, the players, to decide what's gonna happen. Like, and here's the thing: I don't necessarily hate Asina. She did walk onto my base though, and try to boss me around. And I was like, hell no! You don't get to walk onto my base and then be like, I'm confining you to your base on it. I'm just like, hell's wrong with you? Listen, Asina, this is my base. This is my home. Think you're gonna keep me here? You got another thing coming. That's literally how I felt playing Masters Enigma. It's like, what the hell is wrong with you? I will say this, unironically, I did like Masters Enigma as as a character exploration for character exploration for Darth Null. And I'm crazy, apparently, because I did not put it together that she was a Miraluka. I was just sitting there like, no, she's human, right? She's human, right? And I was just like, nope, she's a Miraluka. The freaking and thing was like, I feel like such an idiot because the eye coverings didn't, sell me on it. It's like I seriously was not paying attention. It's okay, Doc. It's all right. There we go. I'm trying to think about what the new gear system in 8.0 is going to look like because, like, I don't necessarily hate the gearing system in SWTOR right now. I don't think it's that bad. Like, I actually think it does. I actually think it does a lot of things like really well. But what I think the problem is it's not conveyed well enough to the player, and and thing is, like, I always go back to Destiny. There was always a very clear way you're supposed to level up your gear in Destiny. At least I always thought it was, especially in Destiny 2. Although that did come from simplification, but there was always this like very clear. It's like, oh hey, you do some of the hardest content, you'll get better gear. And there was always like this. There was always like this. Okay, you do this, and then by doing this activity, you will get gear that increases, like weekly or daily. And then like if you do it on multiple characters, and all this other fun stuff, there was ways to do that. And I will say this: it does seem like SWTOR system does require you to have alts to maximize your amount of tech fragments. And I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel of the game like basically telling you to become an altaholic to gear up faster. It's like gear up faster, have alts, have alts and run heroics and flashpoints on every single one of those characters to make sure that you gear up, to make sure you get to 340. What is it, 340, 350 now? What's the cap? What's the item cap? The item rating cap? 340? I believe it's 340 now. What are people pinging me anything? Revived it. Yeah, okay. Revived this from or marathon and nutrient. Oh my god. Yeah. I can't. People talking about it in my Discord, and I was just like, I don't care. Like, am I the only? Like, I can't be the only one who sees the problem with everyone trying to make an extraction shooter, right? Like, I can't be the only one that realizes how bad this is. Like, extraction shooters are not, I repeat, are not casual friendly. There is no level of casual. Oh wow, I actually got myself killed. There's not enough incentive. Well, and it's sorry, my bad. It's not even an incentive issue. What the problem is that it is a genre that is first of all, built on momentum. So like it's built on once you get momentum, you kind of just like keep building it and keep going. And marathon is like, oh, we solved an issue. We're gonna do seasonal resets. Everyone's gonna lose their stuff at the end of the season. They're like, congratulations, you've officially um you've officially dropped the ceiling on the game and therefore dropped the appeal of the genre for the people that love it. And it's like, oh, and also, we're gonna do this thing for like these special kits for like new players. I'm like, congratulations, you've dumbed it down even more, because the whole point of people who like extraction shooters are people who literally want to do not who want to be the ones who want to do the thing that's going to cause the most amount of suffering. So congratulations, you've officially taken that away from them. And causing the most amount of suffering is literally bringing them down to zero. Like, people who play extraction shooters are the hardcore types who want to beat you so bad they want you to quit the game. There is so that by itself is like a meat grinder for every new player. And you're basically asking new players to willingly step into a meat grinder. And most new players just aren't going to step into the meat grinder. They're just not. I'm definitely not going to. But there are not, like, new players don't want to step into the meat grinder. Like, the thing about it is, like, people are just like, you just don't like marathon. Like, no. If they were to make a Star Wars extraction shooter like this, if they were to make a Destiny extraction shooter like this, I would say the same exact thing. Hunt Showdown is not a new player friendly game too. No, yeah, exactly. The genre, by design, is not new player friendly. It's not, and see, the thing about it is like people are forgetting where this extraction shooter genre came from. Do you guys remember basically the original extraction shooter was? It was the Division. It was the Dark Zone in the Division. The Dark Zone of the Division was like, you go in with all this gear, and if you die in the Dark Zone with anything you found in the Dark Zone, you would drop it and someone else could take it. And the whole point was for you to get gear in the Dark Zone to the extraction point, and when you get to the extraction, it would let everyone on the map know that you were extracting. Therefore, they could converge on you, and you would have to fight. That was the Division's PvP, was basically the model that everyone uses for every extraction shooter now. And that's where the genre came from. Now, here's the thing. The Dark Zone was okay because it had PvE stuff in there, but there was always this chance that you could get third partied by a group of sweats in the Dark Zone. And here's the thing. Eventually, it just became sweats versus sweats because new players were completely intimidated by going anywhere near the Dark Zone. So what do you think is going to happen when that's the entire game? What do you think what do you think is going to happen when the entire game is predicated on the same thing that makes people who like? Because if you're not good at PvP, you are not having fun in an extraction shooter. You're just not. And people are just like, technically, if you want to get technical, is it Helldivers 2 an extraction shooter? I'm like, not in the same way that Tarkov is, that Delta Force is, that Marathon is. And like, what's the freaking other one? The Gray Zone Warfare. It's not in the same exact way, because every enemy, of course, you might get griefed by your fellow combatants, but they gain nothing from killing you. In most extraction shooters, the whole point is to make your time worse. So like extraction shooters are just like they're not casual friendly. They're there for people who want to have their balls busted. That's just what it is. It's just like it's the thing like a lot of people are like, well, Destiny had that too. Do you really think that Trials of Osiris was for casuals? I'm like, no. No, and I think that every single time Bungie was just like, oh, we got to make this casual acceptable, was dumb. With Delta Force, it's at least a Battlefield type of game. Yeah, exactly. Like even things like Arc Raiders, even Arc Raiders knows that it has to foster a community where casuals can get in and enjoy themselves. But even then, like Arc Raiders has lost 90% of its player base because the genre is not casual friendly. Like, I don't understand how anyone is looking at this and not understanding what is happening here. Like, if you do not have fun having all of your stuff taken from you, having your progress reset to 0, then you are not going to have fun in Marathon, Arc Raiders, like Gray Zone Warfare, Delta Force. You're just not going to have fun. And the thing is, the genre is so hyper niche that every single one of these games is cannibalizing each other. Like, Legendary Drops did a crazy video that I never thought of. They're killing Destiny, and there is no market replacement for Destiny. There is no other game like Destiny out there. Like, it's actually kind of crazy because, like, let's say for example, let's say World of Warcraft tomorrow there's an announcement from Blizzard, the announcement from Blizzard, hey, after 20-something years, we're 21 years, we're shutting down World of Warcraft, and we're not making a World of Warcraft 2. This is just going to be the end of the game. It's run its course, blah blah blah. World of Warcraft shuts down. There are games that will fill the slot, and I guarantee one of those games is either going to be Guild Wars or it's going to be Final Fantasy. It's not going to be SWTOR. But, like, there is a market replacement for World of Warcraft. There is no market replacement for Destiny. There is not another Destiny game out there. And it's crazy to think about. Like, it's like how many... It's crazy because Destiny was like the World of Warcraft of like first-person shooters. They're like, oh, this thing's gonna come out. Yeah, it's gonna be the Destiny killer. It never worked. Destiny was literally so powerful that it needed, like, the only way it was going to die is if it was killed by itself. And look at it. Look at where we are with it now. It literally is killing itself to get anywhere. Hold on, I think something might be happening on the YouTube stream. Oh, oops, did not mean to attack that mob. Hey, Valthrax, how you doing, buddy? But yeah, there's no market replacement for Destiny. It's sad. It's incredibly upsetting. We're never going to get another one. Ooh, oh, excuse me. And believe it or not, like, okay, so I was actually saw a video of someone talking about it. SWTOR is one of those, one of these games that's in the same boat. Oh, okay. Like SWTOR is very much like it is, and I've said this to people before. Let's work for heavy reasons. Oh, dude, I hope everything's okay. I really do. Do what you got to do, man. I'm glad that you can distract yourself for a minute with me, and I won't pry. So, but like, I will say, like, I want to, like, SWTOR is a specific type of game, and it is also like we're never going to get. I don't think people understand how we're never going to get this game. We're never going to get a game like this ever again. Like, we're not. It's just not going. It's not going to happen. Like SWTOR, like, and things like, see, think about it, it's like, think about this. It is amazing that SWTOR has lasted this long. Like, most games in this genre do not last that long. Dude, it's no problem, whatever. I'm really being listening here, dude. Whatever you got, whatever you need. But, hold on, I gotta try to find it. I've said it multiple times before. It has issues. Star Wars: The Old Republic has a lot of issues. Like, and not just a lot of issues. It has well documented issues. And I've been one of the people that's been bringing their issues to the forefront, because it is I believe, like, because all the issues that SWTOR has is like it's slowly, killing the game, and I want this game to be around for a very long time. But it's like stripping all of those issues away, and then seeing SWTOR for what it is, and I'm gonna blow myself up big just to say this. Star Wars: The Old Republic is one of the greatest Star Wars games ever made. It just is. And one of the reasons why, for me, it's annoying that it's in this situation and that the issues are being ignored, is because it's one of the greatest games ever made, one of the greatest Star Wars games ever made, and its potential is being yes, it was Kingdom Hearts sound effects, is because all of the issues are being ignored and none of them are being fixed, and that's leaving the game wallowing in obscurity. I want the game to be so much better than it is, and the only way that's going to happen is if people are willing to talk about the issues and bring them forward to, like, Broadsword and other people, so that these issues can be fixed. That's it. But I've been like, I was talking to some people about that, and I was just like, yeah, guys, it's like, I think it's okay to admit this, that, like, Star Wars: The Old Republic is probably the best Star Wars game ever made. Oh, SWTOR has many, but given how the MMO space is at the moment, it's better than some might give it credit. It absolutely is. It's and that's what I tell people all the time, man. I'm just like, just because I am critical of the game
does not mean that I think the game is trash. If I wasn't critical of the game, then you can make that argument. But I am so on board with this game. I am so on board with this game, and I want this game to be so much better. Like, my wife's a very new Star Wars fan, and I have a picture of her the first time she got her lightsaber in playing the Jedi Consular storyline. I know it's a wild pick for a first time playing SWTOR storyline, but that's what she picked. I had the picture and I would share it, but she would kill me. If I shared that picture, she would kill me because she thinks she looks horrible in all her pictures, and I think she looks amazing. But there is a type of magic that this game has that is being completely ignored, and it's frustrating. Just straight up. Like, if it, like, don't worry, you'll fix that storyline. Yeah, absolutely, dude. Absolutely, yeah, fix it. But like, if I were, if like, let's like, if I were to look at my bank account and I became like a multi-billionaire right now, I would drive I would drive to Broadsword and tell them I will give them an investment of money to fix SWTOR, hire the right people, and get this game on the map. I would invest if and only if they bring in veteran players and actual people who play these kind of games to tell them what they need to fix. I don't like, and here's the thing, this is not an ego thing. This is not an ego thing for me. It's like, I don't think my ideas are, I like my ideas, but my ideas don't work for everyone. There is a certain level of collaboration that has to be with like players and designers and stuff like that. And we can get to that. Point. Like, there's one particular content creator that I do not want involved in this process, though. And that is, I'm not going to say their name. I'm not going to say their name, but I do not want them. I would not want them involved with anything in the design of this game. I want nothing but to fix this game, though. Nothing but to fix this game. And it's not even really, and like this content creator that I'm like, I don't want involved. It's not even because they particularly did anything. It's more like a lack of things. A lack of action. A lack of care, lack of I don't even know if it's apathy or something like that, but this particular content creator, I like, not a problem with her personally, or like them personally, like I have no problem with them, but like, they seem to be completely fine with everything the way it is, and they're afraid to say something that would get them, quote unquote, in trouble, when they absolutely have the platform to say something and they don't. Never do. They never do. Just like they're like there are certain content creators have nothing but like a smiley mask attitude towards this game because their bills are getting paid by it. Like, no, and like, and I can't stand that level of complacency and that level of bootlicking. Yeah, I get stunned, idiot. And oh my god, I forgot to update the thumbnail and the tags for this stream. Holy crap. Not gonna lie, game directors need actual gamers again. No, like that is so incredibly freaking true. Okay, so like that is one of my biggest problems right now. Is like there are a lot of I think any if you're going to work on the game, you need to be playing the game. Like that is why everyone loved, well, I want to say everyone loved, but everyone loved Joe Blackburn and everyone liked Luke Smith because Luke Smith played the game. Joe Blackburn played the game. Um and who was the other guy? Um Tyson Green? I remember them talking about how like when like they set out blocks of time to play Destiny every week, and they were the ones building the game. That's incredibly important if you're going to be um it's incredibly important. Keep getting notifications, sweetheart. All of our Amazon packages are here. Amazon packages are here. I keep getting notifications about stuff being delivered. Yes, you need actual gamers need to like I have like an entire video script that I need to record and get edited and put out because it talks a lot. My video talks a lot about what I think is one of the biggest problems in the game industry, and I alluded a little bit to it in my video about MMOs becoming like too casual friendly because a lot like extraction shooters, I think MMOs are inherently hardcore by nature, and everything that's been done to every MMO has been in effect a dumbing down of the genre in the name of accessibility. They don't want the game to be too intimidating. They don't want the game to be too hard. They don't want the game to be too nuts and bolts. Where literally MMOs, that is how MMOs have been designed to be since day one. Like it's like you have these people that are just like, oh man, I like MMOs, but they really need to like do everything. But everything needs to like they need to do it like a little bit more like Call of Duty, you know. There needs to be a season reward track. There has to be like I don't want to worry about stats. So like if we can just like dumb it down and we can just if you could just like take them down a little bit, maybe only give us like one stat to worry about so that it's easier to level. And you know what? It's like having to gear myself is too hard. I don't want to or having to gear myself is already hard enough. So if we could just make it so you don't have to like do work for your companions. And also, funny story. I've already seen, I think it was on Reddit, and there was like a Facebook group where they're just like, I really wish I could put like augments and stuff on my companions just to make their healing or their damage a little bit better. And I was just like, we've come full circle. We've come full circle. It's like people now are wishing the game was more complicated. And that's hilarious to me. It's just like we've gone fully we've come fully back to square one. And that's hilarious, man. Like that's just like that's too good. It's way too good. So real quick, I'm gonna take a quick break. Give me about 5 minutes. And I will be right back.
raised his hand.
Zostrax, thank you very much for the super chat, the $10. Let's go, dude. Thank you very much. Always appreciate it, man. Everyone here in chat, if you guys aren't subscribed to Darth Valthrax, you guys need to go and sub to him right now. You guys need to go and subscribe to Darth Valtrax's channel right now. He does an absolutely hilarious like paladin doing the Sith Warrior storyline. He does other Star Wars content. I'm gonna put his channel in the chat. Guys, go give Valthrax some love. And one day I'll have him on the stream, man. I definitely gotta have you on the stream. Everyone go and sub to Darth Valthrax. Great dude. Every single one of you go, you guys go give him some love. He is at let's see. Actually, oh wait, let's see exactly. Currently Valthrax is at 220 subscribers. So everyone, go give him a shout out. He actually does do streams too. Right now I think he's doing Knights of the Old Republic right now. So definitely go sub to him, tune into him, catch him on stream, and show him as much love as you guys show me. All right, let's do this heroics. So, okay. So Ryloth for the next expansion. That is okay. So we've never gone to Ryloth in any of the games. We've only seen it in Rebels and Clone Wars. Here, my question is like, okay, so what we know about Ryloth is that it is. I can't remember if well, here's the thing. They're probably going to go off the Legends version of Ryloth, and the Legends version of Ryloth, even if they're going with like a little bit of like Clone Wars and stuff like that, it is a tidally locked planet. So it's like, oh hey, you can only live in certain habitable zones along like the vertical equator. So that's going to be interesting to see. But also, Ryloth does have forests, but it's mostly like a desert planet. Lots of cliffs and stuff. Oh boy. Yeah, loot the parts. There we go. I wonder if they're building up any specific kind of events that are happening on the planet. I mean, it wouldn't be interesting if there wasn't something actually going on. So I wonder. So that just makes me feel even more that whatever Darth Maul's machine is going to do is going to cause some kind of major problems for Ryloth, and we're going to be stepping in to fix it. Prayer critical power junction. I actually haven't done this one in a long time. It's actually been a while since I've done nothing but like run heroics. Yeah, I would wish I can do something in my companion and have it in kind of like D&D. Yeah. Oh, no. Well, and see, thing about it is like, dude, you used to be able to do that. You used to have to gear yourself and gear your companion like you were building into like a specific thing. Like, how long have you been playing SWTOR? Because in like 2013, 2012, 2013, the game looks completely different. Like, hold on. Like, bro, hold on, because you've got to see this. OP companions ruined the game. Yeah, a little bit, but like I'd much rather them have just like adjusted it rather than just removing them. Hold on, where is it? Because if you haven't played not long since I was on and off in the past. All right, I'm gonna show you something, and you're going to be shocked that SWTOR used to have this. Yeah, here we go. Oh, that's horrible resolution. This is a better one. Okay, yeah. Here we go. All right. SWTOR used to have these. We used to have actual skill trees. So we used to have we used to actually have to choose these, and they would go up, and the trees would get more and more complex. And I was always madness, so I was always over here on the side. I was always over here on the right side. And like it used to, and like we used to have like intelligence, strength, perception, and stuff like that for our stats. It was great. Also, Mighty King, welcome to the chat, man. It's like SWTOR used to be so much more in depth. A lot of that was carved down for like what I was saying before. It was carved down for the sake of accessibility, but really all it did is water down features of the game. It shouldn't have gone away like that. Oh no, they absolutely should bring it back. I would lose my mind if they brought it back. Like if they do the 8.0 live stream, and they're like, oh, by the way, we're bringing back Rise of the Heart Cartel skill trees, I would freak out. I would pog out. It was a good time back in 2013, man. It was a really good time back in the day, man. It's like I tell people that all the time, and I'm just like, guys, we didn't even realize how good we had it. We did not even realize how good we had it. I remember when it was actually optimal to pick Madness over Lightning. People keep telling me that dot spec for all the classes that do dot in SWTOR is like the meta now, and I'm like, really? Because I remember getting so much grief for being like, you're Madness and not Lightning, and it's like, yes, I like my dots. I like feeling like I am a little curse ruining your day. That is why I like dot spec. And is that so wrong of me? Is that so wrong of me to like my dot spec? I remember this part. I actually loved this heroic quest. I think back in the day, this used to be a heroic 4. You used to have to get a group of 4 to do this one, I think. The thing that I would like to change with level scaling at AK, why they added that? Oh yeah, no, like in thing is like it's not even level scaling. It's not even level scaling. They don't come up to you, you come down to them. I would very much rather it be scaling. And that was a thing, and like that was like the only thing I hated about 3.0. Shadow of Revan was practically perfect except for level sync. Like, which is weird because like they do level scaling in certain situations, like during the Ratghoul event, things are level scaled. But it's only like level scaled when you're running around in the world. Like when you land, like for example, if you go to like when you do the Ratghoul event during Alderaan, when you land on the planet and you get attacked by one mob, one of the mobs will be like level 30 and the rest of them will be like level 80. But why do that when you already have level sync and you could just sync everything down to like level 30 or 32 or whatever the max level for Alderaan is? I think the max level for Alderaan is like 35. I want to point out, I haven't leveled a new character in years. I haven't leveled a brand new ult in like forever. Oh no, it makes no sense at all. Like I always tell people, like my only problem with level sync is I don't like it. I don't like it when it feels like games are taking away your toys. And it feels like level sync is taking away your toys instead of what it should be, which is just like level scaling to where they're just making things the same level as you. I would much rather have that because like level sync just feels wrong. It feels bad. And that is like my only complaint is that it feels bad. Oh gosh. Like I said, man, if I woke up a billionaire, if I woke up a multi-billionaire, I'd personally drive up to Broadsword and offer to invest in the company. If they were offer to invest a certain amount of money, you know what I do? Here's what I do. I'm going to invest $500 million into Broadsword Entertainment. And all of this money is going specifically to the SWTOR team. Under conditions, and I get a contract drafted up in everything. And thing about it is like it's like people are just like, oh, it's like I wouldn't fire anyone. I would not fire anyone. It's just like I as a chief investor, I would come in and be like, listen, I want you guys to make the best product possible. I want you guys to make the best Star Wars thing possible. And I understand that we have like obligations towards Lucasfilm and stuff like that. That's fine. I'm going to keep you guys in your arena, but we are going to refocus. What I want you to do is I'm going to invest $500 million, writing you a $500 million check. We are going to have the leanest team possible for this game. We are going to redesign the engine. We're going to change the combat. Oh, that's going to be expensive. Like, I know. Don't worry about the money. You just bring in the people who can do it. You don't worry about that. I'll worry about that. We're going to do we're going to do whatever we can to get people. We're going to do whatever we can to bring people on board. Also, and one of the stipulations of getting this money is if there is any using this platform for any kind of political activism, the contract is voided. You are not allowed to I don't want anyone running this game. We are going to keep this game out of that arena. We are not going to be drawing this game into any kind of controversies or anything like that. You get none of this money, if you start doing that kind of stuff. And if you start doing that kind of stuff, I will withdraw all my money from investment from your studio. It's literally how I would do it. And I would say any kind. Any kind. I want none of it. Love going to Korriban as level 50 dueling felt cool. It did feel sick. Because there's a certain level of what people don't know about MMOs is there is one of the reasons why MMOs are popular is because it levels the playing field, and the people are just like, well, no one likes being stunted on by higher levels. It's like, no one likes it. But here's the thing. When you see someone with higher level and better gear than you, you're just like, don't worry. I'll get there, and then I will finally be as cool as him. That is what it turns into every time. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. More yawning, man. I'm tired. Oops. Nope, stop throwing stuff at me. Some of these heroics were just straight up cool, man. Ooh, security door. But yeah, dude, SWTOR is like magic. There is just a certain level of magic you cannot get anywhere else outside of Star Wars: The Old Republic. Ooh, Jedi Master. Dot. Nope, leave Sour Patch alone. He's not hurting her, babe. He's just looking at her. You heard her moving. I'm looking at him. He's looking at himself in the mirror right now. Wait, hold on. Wait, is that the same model as Ashara? Okay, it's not. I was about to be like, is that the same model as Ashara Zavros? I was going to be weirded out. And man, she fell forward. I was going to take a look at her. Oh man, I recognize that song. Sometimes it's a blessing and a curse that they use actual Lucasfilm music, like soundtracks from the soundtracks from the freaking movies in this, because it's the worst, because I swear to God, we want to stream it and stuff like that, but because it's just man, it's how much I love hearing the Star Wars music, but at the same time it's just I want to get paid for the stream. Cringe, already got it. All right, pound of flesh. They really need to revise the fair use law. Oh no, they really do. It's
especially if it's like attached to like a live stream, like you don't really have to worry about it when it's music from the game, but uh like official music from like Star Wars projects, that's when they're like, oh boy, there's just someone stealing our music, and it's just like, nope, it's just in the game, guys. I bought all the soundtracks for Star Wars a long time ago. And use Disney as an example, yeah. Like it's like remember when like Disney like got in trouble because they basically like lobbied for like all of the like copyright laws, like the lobby to change the copyright laws so like to keep all of their stuff out of the public domain. It was like so garbage. The idea that it's just like, oh, we just want to make sure we're getting paid for people using our stuff. I'm just like, okay, are you really hurting that badly from people doing like YouTube videos? It's like, I get it if it's just like, oh, someone uploaded the entire Star Wars episode 3 soundtrack to YouTube in one playlist and you want to make sure you're getting your money for that. That's fair. But like, oh hey, like there was a YouTube video or a live stream where they played like 20 seconds of Anakin versus Obi-Wan in a Star Wars video game. Gotta make sure we get paid for that. Yeah, back when the original versions was the mouse was willing to go public domain, they should consider it as free advertisement. Absolutely. Like, so this isn't like my first YouTube channel. Like my other YouTube channel, I got started on YouTube in 2008 editing AMVs. Editing just like music videos to like my favorite songs. That's what I did on YouTube for when I started YouTube back when I was like 16, 17 years old. And I always used to say the same thing, even at like that age. It's like, why are they getting mad? It should be like free advertisement. Are you kidding me? Also, wouldn't it be cool? It's like, oh, someone like System of a Down should be like, oh, sick. Someone heard BYOB and it made them want to make a badass Star Wars music video to BYOB. That's what I did. Woo! I love this. I love this heroic. Green gear. You shouldn't have. Well, really, you shouldn't have. It's going in the garbage. Oh, my first film is so powerful based on his videos. Listen. Absolutely based, dude. That's awesome. I taught myself how to... That's how I taught myself how to edit. Was editing music videos. Maybe if we get to a sub goal, you know, like we get to like maybe for like my 2,000 YouTube subscriber milestone, or like if I ever get to like my first like 10 or 20 subs on the purple platform, I will like I've already decided for my first 100 subs when I reach my 100 subscriber goal on the purple platform, or like 100 memberships. I'm going to release my most embarrassing YouTube video ever, and I will watch it on stream and try not to kill myself. But maybe for like the first 10 or 20, I'll go back on my YouTube channel and we'll pull up my old music videos, my old AMVs, because I have like a ton of them. I have ones that still gets comments. Like every now and then I'll still get comments on this video. And now I have one AMV that has over 100,000 views. And I have one that I uploaded as recently as 2016 that I made, and then when I thought I was going to turn that YouTube channel into like my main channel, I went and privated all my videos, so for copyright reasons, but then I decided not to, and then I unprivated the videos, and all of a sudden, like a month later, I get a comment like, oh my god, I thought this music video was gone. It's one of my favorite videos of all time. I'm so glad for bringing it back. I'm so glad you brought it back.
I was like, God dang, that makes me feel good. I'm not gonna lie, linking like being like showing my most embarrassing YouTube video on stream is like it's a little, it's freaking me out a little even to think about it. Because man, it was a long time ago, and oh god, it was so cringe. It is like a time capsule of 2006, 2007. Oh man, I remember running into these chests all the time and feeling like you ran across treasure. That makes me feel good. I did HTML for almost a decade, and fortunately, all those files are burned in a digital part. Oh no, you lost them all? No, Doc. Out, Doc. Bro, like, I mean, like, did you destroy them on purpose, or was it like by accident? I hope you didn't destroy them on purpose. Yeah, they were a bit embarrassing. Oh no, dude. See, here's the thing: you have to keep the embarrassing stuff. You have to. You keep them because you have to. You like think about this. Think about how like you have to keep the embarrassing stuff because how else will you know how far you've come? I've come a long way since like even 2020 doing this channel, 2018 doing this channel. Oh, hardware failure? Oh, rip, dude, that sucks. So, man, I would pull it out, but it's behind my green screen and I don't want to shatter the illusion. I have this hard drive that I've had since I was 18 and it recently failed. So I am planning on sending it to a data recovery specialist because I have files on there that I've had since I was a teenager. Put in perspective, I just turned 34. And oh, despite your attempt to set up a raid, oh no, it failed. Oh, that sucks, dude. That's actually one of my Achilles heels when it comes to like tech and stuff like that. I don't know how that kind of stuff works. I've never set up anything like that. I should learn because one of the things about content creation that I definitely want to do is I definitely want to set up a huge NAS and to have backups of all my content because I want to be able to look back at stuff and see how far I've come without just like having to look on YouTube because who knows what's going to happen to YouTube, man. Like that's why like so I have an install disc with the original Star Wars The Old Republic. I have a disc with 1.0 on it. Yeah, ironically, my oldest hard drive and external Omega 500 megabyte it still works, and newer drives are the ones that failed. Oof. That is an oof. Oh man. Mm. Hey, Doc, babe, he's got the replace it with a good boy. But no, that sucks, man. Like one of my SSDs is failing. Like I have an SSD that's like it has like a bunch of my SWTOR screenshots on it, and it has a bunch of PNG files that are just like corrupting. And I have no idea what the hell is happening, but they're dying, and it sucks. Crushing the Jedi Freedom Fighters. Let's go.
I'm gonna get on the TV. Shot and missed. Like, what if I wanted to listen to Kendrick while I'm streaming, man, and I can't even do that?
Yeah, SSDs die due to the technologies, but like it's like they last so much longer than HDDs. They are crystal memory storage rather than magnetic. Yeah. Wait, is that what it is? Because like I figured, like I know SSD storage works similar to RAM, right? It's like flash storage. It's like flash storage instead of magnetic storage or something like that. Out of touch. There are a limited number of rewrites that you can do before they fail. Oh, okay. I have like this Doc out. I have like this this SK Hynix drive I've been using for like storage that used to be in my laptop. I replaced it with a Western Digital one. The Western Digital one's doing just fine. But the SK Hynix one is the one that's having kind of the issues. The rewriting is what kills SSDs. Good for running your software, including your OS. Yeah. I actually did not know that rewriting is what kills the SSDs. I seriously did not know that about the rewriting on SSDs. Is that like that's like the big problem that like leads to their death. Learn something new every day. So wait. Has anyone seen Mandalorian and Grogu? And if you did, what did you think? What did you guys think of Mandalorian and Grogu? Not good for long-term storage. Noted. Aren't there like certain SSDs that are like really good for long-term storage though? Or is like basically the rule of thumb, like just HDDs? HDDs are just better for long-term storage. Because I thought like, I mean like wait, wouldn't SSDs be okay for long-term storage? Because like if it's just like you're not rewriting a bunch of data, it's just the same data. It's just the same data that's been sitting there. Oh yeah, there's a Datacron up there. I forgot. I think I have that one already though.
No, I'm probably not going to see it. I like the Mandalorian character in the series. Not crazy about him
Being a babysitter though. That's fair. I will say, there is something cool that in the Mandalorian and Grogu that we've never seen in a Star Wars movie before. It's been in all the other kinds of Star Wars media, but never been in a Star Wars movie. It's actually one of the coolest things. Like I was sitting in the movie theater and I was just like, huh. All right. But yeah, Mandalorian and Grogu, 2 out of 5. I would say 4 out of 10 movie. wasn't horrible. It wasn't offensive. It wasn't The Last Jedi. It wasn't Acolyte. It wasn't Rise of Skywalker. Hi, Dot. It wasn't offensive. Like, the worst thing I could say about Mandalorian Grogu, irrelevant. It felt like a Star Wars movie that was like ashamed of its own legacy of being like a Star Wars movie. If that makes any sense. Not like in the same way where The Last Jedi was so ashamed that it tried to tear it down, but like it was afraid to be a part of the bigger universe. That's what Mandalorian Grogu felt like. It felt like a movie that was afraid to be a part of the larger mythos that it's in. It was just like it was like there was like stuff that connects it to other things like subtly, but like it like you know how Rogue One was just like, oh, this is a self-contained story, like it has a beginning, a middle, and end, but it fits into the universe of Star Wars. It was weird because Mandalorian Grogu, like I think the goal of it was that it was trying to be its own self-contained story like that, but it fell short because it was just like, okay, but where does this set in? Where does this fit for the universe? But it feels like it was like, you know, I don't want to answer that question. I just want to be Mandalorian and Grogu. Everyone's like, but you don't have the luxury of that. You don't have the luxury of that. You're in Star Wars. I'm doing Cool Chapter 4 right now, by the way, while you're doing these heroics. I leveled a new assassin to 80 during the XP event. Sick. Rogue One was probably my favorite modern Star Wars film. Yeah, it's really good. Like, I think Jyn Erso is a problem, but not in like the same problem that Rey is. It's more like Jyn Erso is a problem because she feels like a blank slate. And it feels like I swear to God, Kathleen Kennedy has something for brunette-haired British people. That's just like what it is. Because like Rey was that, Jyn Erso was that, and I don't know, man. That's just it was a weird feeling. But I actually really like Rogue One. And she's dead, yes. Like, it's almost weird because Valen falls into that category. It makes me think that KK had some... Dot off! Sorry, were you saying something to him? I just know he likes to go after paper sometimes. But it's weird because... a fanfic type film. Oh no, you missed it. It was Sam's it was Star Wars Central's fan animation of the Dreadmasters. Hey. No. And it was really good. Did you see it? Ravenna, did you see it? Because it was really good. Okay, we got this one and we got one more. And I think that's where I'm gonna call it for the day after we finish up this last heroic. Funchy and mentioning Valen, she's alive. I expect her to return in the future. Kind of alive. Alive adjacent. I love how it gives you like the mission window pop up and the mission's not even over because you still have to kill this guy. It was good.
Why won't you die?
Oh, you're watching on Twitch? Oh, sick. Like, you know what's crazy? So, like, I think really, like, the future of, like, a lot of Star Wars properties is probably going to rest a lot with the fans. Did I just miss the SWTOR rescue mission then? I need to go back and see if I can find that. What mission was that? What mission was that? I seriously don't remember. Oh, this is a heroic mission in the spaceport. Oh, this one. Okay, I remember this one. Excuse me, guys. I am tired. At this point, they're just making fanfic. I mean, here's the thing. Like, at a certain point, as long as it doesn't get too bad, I'm okay with that. We're in the EU. We're in the EU. Lucasfilm doesn't consider it canon. They're allowed to do whatever. They're allowed to do whatever they want within reason, as long as it doesn't become too garbage. So far, they haven't. So far, I haven't felt like they've tipped the scale into stupid fan fiction yet. Oh, you're talking about like the movies and stuff like that. Oh yeah, garbage fan fiction. Like, there's nothing anyone can say to me to be like, actually, the Acolyte should be canon. I'm like, no, it shouldn't. It shouldn't even exist. It shouldn't, like, we should be like, Acolyte? What Acolyte? What's sad is like they were trying to do this thing where like, the Jedi are fallible, and the Force operates in this way, and the dark side operates a certain way, and they were trying to do like this critique of the Jedi and the Sith, and they were trying to do it, and they did it worse than the game that tried to do it, and they did it worse than the game that already did it. And what's great, and remember, their whole thing, like Kathleen Kennedy's whole thing was like going out in that shirt that says like the Force is female. Okay, what like the whole narrative about the Jedi and the Sith actually having issues, and the Force having issues and stuff like that. Yeah. Play KOTOR 2. Like it's just so dumb. It's just like these people have no idea what they're talking about. I have yet to meet anyone. Well, let me say it. I've yet to. No one in any of my friend circles considers like the sequel, like anything Disney does, to be relatively canon. Even if it's like decent, it's more like a fun curiosity rather than canon. Considering like Disney decanonized one of my favorite characters from the lore, I'm never going to forgive them. And my favorite character isn't even like Revan, or well, Revan is one of my favorite characters. My favorite character isn't even like Revan or like one of the Skywalkers or anything like that. It's not even one of them. And they decanonized General Garza. That sucks. Whatever blaster that is, that's making a crazy sound.
I do wonder how the series and films that were panned by fans or critics will be remembered decades from now. I honestly don't think that any of the shows and TVs have any staying power like the prequels and like the Clone Wars do. I think that they're probably not going to be viewed with any kinder eyes. I miss the Sunrider family too. I think that's like, because I had someone who's like absolutely saying it's like, oh, watch in like a decade everyone's going to view the like once like I give it a decade and everyone's going to view the sequel trilogy different. And I'm just like, no, they won't. And I'm like, they absolutely won't. They have none. That like there was no like the thing about it is like I honestly believe that the prequel trilogy, it wasn't even close to 50-50. I think it was more like 70-30. Like 70% of people liked it, 30% of people didn't like it because like because at the very least, like, and this is coming from someone who was raised watching the original trilogy and was excited to go see episode 1 in theaters. Like, yes, I'm playing Madness. I've been playing Madness since 2013. But I seriously do believe that the amount of people who didn't like the prequels was small back then, and I think it's even smaller now. Yay! Dog, hey, ow! He might have poop, man. Is that what he's chewing on? Yeah. Doc, leave it. Leave it. So gross. My dog got into the litter box. I don't really have issues with the prequels beyond Jar Jar and his moron speak and some of the CGI. I don't even have problems with the CGI. Like the whole thing with Jar Jar is it him being like this kind of like kid friendly character. I understand people not liking that. He is a bit annoying. Yes. I don't even really, but like Jar Jar as like he's really just like a non-quantity to me. Like he doesn't necessarily bug me. Like, he's there. That's about it. I think the CGI for the prequels was top notch, man. And see, think about, okay, so I was like 5 or 6 when I saw Star Wars for the first time. And my first experience with Star Wars was watching the originals on VHS when I was a kid. And I remember being so excited watching episode 1. And I remember how old was I in 1999? I think I was 8 by the time it came out. I was like 7 or 8 by the time it came out. I remember the laughing at Jar Jar. I really do. And I mean, like 7 or 8-year-olds, I mean, like, I guess I was just like the target thing. Oh yeah, it's definitely okay to not like him, but yeah. New to SWTOR, hey! Anthraxing, new to SWTOR, how are the raids? Okay, so the raids are pretty good. They're a lot of fun. If you want to start in order, I can give you an order because there's like actual story that goes into them. There's like raids that take the raids are actually considered like post level 50 story.
Some of them are better than others, but there are ones that are like really good. There's one called Terror from Beyond that's fantastic. Eternity Vault is a lot of cool. There's a lot of cool stuff in it. It's a lot of fun. Don't go into it expecting something like a Destiny level complexity, or I would say don't even go into it with don't go into it don't go into it with expecting like an extreme level of complexity to the raids. I did manage to put this the entire Rise of the Empire onto his shoulders in an outline argument decades back, and they conceded. Yeah, absolutely. Rise of the Empire can definitely be blamed on Jar Jar. He was the first one to make moves to award emergency powers to the Senate, to the Chancellor. Jar Jar was the first one to suggest that the Senate hand over more power to the Chancellor, executive orders in a time of war, or in a time that everyone was projecting would lead to war. So, like saying like Jar Jar was like the spark, kind of like sparked it, like gave Palpatine the power he needed. Yeah, makes sense. Oh yeah, he definitely got played by Palpatine. That's the thing. Everyone did. Everyone got Omega outplayed. I mean, like, but if you're gonna get outplayed by anyone, getting outplayed by Palpatine, man. I mean, like, yeah. I just, what? I was thinking, I really want this next story to be more Republic centered. I think it's the Republic's turn to have an expansion. What happened in EU? I can't remember. I know he showed up in Force Unleashed. I'm pretty sure that was him. Like, that was Jar Jar, who was, like, encased in carbonite in that one Imperial officer's, headquarters on Kashyyyk. Like, that was Jar Jar frozen in carbonite. Either that, or, like, he died somehow. Yeah, 8.0. Is it the boy outside? Clean my posture. Yeah, I know, right? F. By the way, if anyone's in chat lurking, I love you lurkers. You guys are welcome to hang out. If you can, if you just like it on YouTube and then hit the follow button or subscribe button, that'd be fantastic. I stream twice a week. Right now, I stream twice a week. You get one Friday and Saturday. So I'll be live again tomorrow. Breach security door. Meep, meep. Bro, the fact that he's so big but he vibing in the side is actually kind of great. No, Kroll!
get baited, idiot.
Here, Bomber's bounty. Sods and Courting didn't survive the firefight, so they won't need it.
All right. That is our Nar Shaddaa heroics. That's all of them. That took about an hour. A little bit over an hour. Huh. Like, I remember moving, like, I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm getting old. Maybe I'm seriously just getting old, because it felt like it used to take a lot, like it didn't used to take as long. Maybe I'm just slow. I'm willing to believe that I'm just slow. Oh gosh. You guys are awesome for coming to hang out, by the way. I had a heroics guy that also got wiped out in that digital pyre from years ago. Oh no. All right, guys, thanks for coming to hang out. Thanks for coming to hang out. I actually really did enjoy the stream. The fan fiction was cool. Got to talk about the 7.9 delay. As soon as we learn when the 7.9 update is getting released, we'll probably see another video from me. Hopefully we'll learn, within the next week. Let's see, what else? F Marathon. F the game, not the community. Except unless you're trying to tell me, a Destiny player, to play Marathon. F you. Team Mastercross, I'd absolutely bury Marathon if I could. Without hesitation. It's based around rewards, objectives, and time. Nice. But tune in for tomorrow. We're doing for another 3-hour stream. I've got some other content planned for that one. Not going to really talk about it yet. One thing we're already going to do, we're going to do another live lore breakdown. We're going to look into some lore stuff. We're going to talk about the theory for why we're going to Ryloth for 7.9. And probably hopefully we'll be able to get into some raids tomorrow evening for the stream. I would love to do some raids. But as always, guys, you have a good night. Remember, never trust a hut. Always save the blue Twi'leks. Retortion me. And may the Force serve you well.